A very big hello to my wonderful champions. A very good evening to all of you. I hope all the bacha party is back from school. A very big hello to yes, I am able to hear myself. Let me see who all are actually able to hear me in life. Okay, so my dear children, I hope that your pre-boards are ongoing as of now. And if at all, yes, then this video is going to be super helpful for you because I have taken questions from all the chapter such that you will have a quick revision sort of thing. Okay, so we'll just wait for some time such that all your other friends can also join, and then we will begin off the session. My name is Jasmine Joy and I teach biology. So let's wait for some time. Hi Rudra. Om Raj, a very good evening, dear. Okay, good to see you guys. We'll quickly wait for some more time and then we'll begin. Rohit Syahi, a very good evening. Hi dear. I hope you're good. So this session is going to be super engaging, super powerful, super energetic, and you also, my dear children, have to have the same vibe. Okay, we also be in the same vibe. For that you have to answer the questions. Now don't think I do not know the answers. Can I still answer? Will ma'am judge me? Well, I will not judge you. You just give me the answer. You at least try to do so, and somehow, my dear children, you will learn from your mistakes as well. Ma'am, concept hai ki question? It will be question, but when I do a question, I will explain the concept as well. I was attempting a sample paper, but I left in between to join this live. Oh, that's so sweet. Okay, chalo. Then let's begin. The first question that I have, this is from the chapter Life Processes. So the first chapter that I have taken is Life Processes. Can we begin? Can you guys give me a thumbs up if at all is cool and we can begin, because I have the first chapter. My dear children, and Rohit, you were saying that you were solving sample papers. So I have taken questions from the sample papers as well. So you are not missing something big because we are going to discuss that over here. Yes? So the breakdown of glucose has taken the following pathway. Glucose dash pyruvate. Glucose converts to pyruvate at what? It's A. Pyruvate and energy, okay, and then this is converted to lactic acid plus energy, and here you have been marked with B. So Rohit is saying the answer is D. Okay, fine. You say the answer is D. Let's see the answer is correct or not. So glucose converts to pyruvate plus energy, my dear children. Where does it happen? It happens in the cytoplasm of the cell. Okay, glucose to pyruvate conversion happens in the cytoplasm of the cell. So Rohit is halfway correct now. So cytoplasm, wherever cytoplasm is written, that options are partially correct. Let's cut down this first option because over here mitochondria is written. Now, this pyruvate is converted to lactic acid plus energy. When? In oxygen-rich muscle cells? No, whenever oxygen is there, it does not allow the formation of lactic acid. Rather, in that particular case, pyruvate is converted to carbon dioxide, water as well as energy. So to form lactic acid, you have to make sure there is no oxygen. So whenever it is oxygen deficient muscle cells, my dear children, that's when lactic acid is being there. So Dev Rana and Rohit is here. Hi dear. Yes, only 6. Let's make the tribe to even big more. So this is a new channel and we are here with all of you guys to rock pre-board examination as well as board. So your answer for this question is D, my dear children. Rohit, ma'am, I feel so confused while writing answers of biology, like what to write, what not to, am I missing anything? So the best way to write answers in that particular case is write in points. Okay, whenever you write in points and always whenever you practice questions, okay, at that particular point also pick out a paper and start writing your answers, but only the major points out there, only the important ones out there. So when you give yourself your time and then you write it, you eventually learn to do it. Okay, Jnanodaya, you already know, that's super great then. Okay. So the answer for this question is D, and those of you said D. I see Sai said D, and Jnanodaya also know the answers, so kudos to you. Now we have the second question. Try to solve this. Select the group in which all organisms have the same mode of nutrition. Now let me see who all knows this. You have to select the group of organisms which have the same mode of nutrition. You know, different type of nutrition is there. Holozoic mode of nutrition, where we take inside the food and the food is broken down inside the body. There is saprophytic mode of nutrition, where we release enzymes and the enzymes break down the food outside the body. There is parasitic mode of nutrition, where you need a host. All of it. Hi Alia. Very good evening. So Alia is saying the answer for this question is C. Came up with full power, huh? So C is what? Cuscuta, ticks, lice, leeches and tapeworm. Do they all have the same mode of nutrition? Cuscuta, my dear children, it is parasitic. That means basically it depends on a host, a living host, and that is a plant usually. This Cuscuta is another plant, but basically it lacks chlorophyll pigments. It is yellowish in color and it moves around all the plant and basically takes in all the important nutrients from the plant. So it is parasitic. Ticks, as you know, it's there in the case of animals, on their animal's body, okay, on the surface of it, they take in the blood and everything. Similarly, lice is there in human body, also in hair. In that particular case, they also take in blood, so they also need a host. Leeches, again, they take in blood, they suck in blood. Tapeworm, it is there inside our intestine. They also depend on our nutrients. So all of them are showing parasitic mode of nutrition. So Devrana, Alia, you guys are super correct, and also Siahi. Here Jessica is there. Hi Jessica. And Umair is there. Hi Umair. So all of you are absolutely correct, and this is how it looks. All of them, this is dodder. Dodder is nothing but Cuscuta itself. So don't be confused as the name dodder comes in. You know the secret of Cuscuta? It acts like you, it's like it's so good, okay? And it moves around the plant, but within the plant's body, it sends something inside. It is known as hostoria, just to suck in all the important nutrients out there. So that is dodder and Cuscuta. This is the ticks, this is lice, and this is leeches, and at last we have tapeworm, which is there inside the intestine. Hi Jessica, thank you so much Alia, means a lot. Okay, so why are other options wrong? Because over here, Cuscuta yeast is given. Yeast is, my dear children, comes under fungus. It is not parasitic, it is saprophytic. It shows saprophytic mode of nutrition. So this is wrong. Even legumes, they are plants, they are autotrophs. So again, that is also wrong. So here cactus is a plant, so that is why it is wrong. And cow, my dear children, shows holozoic mode of nutrition, that is why it is wrong. Similarly, cactus and grass is over here also. And also lion. It's hi ma'am. It says hi ma'am. Oh my god, I'm embarrassed. Okay, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay, that's a new information. Devrana ma'am, Henry ki questions write karne nahi aate seed formation wale. We'll learn it all together over here. Okay? So let's go ahead. Let's see the next question. Question number 3. Children, are you able to understand the questions? Can we go ahead with the third question out there? So first chapter is life processes. We'll go chapter wise chapter and we'll see heredity also. Okay? Chalo. So during cellular oxidation of glucose, ATP is produced along with formation of other products in this reaction. So during oxidation of glucose, that is when glucose converts to pyruvate and everything. So ATP is produced along with the formation of other products in the reaction. Which of the following events is associated with the production of maximum ATP molecules per molecule of glucose during this process? What do you say? What is the answer for this question? So Alia says it's D, Jessica also says it's D. Anyone to say that both of them are wrong? Is there anyone who says that both of them are wrong? Rohit is also saying D, a question mark, okay. Devrana also D. So basically, my dear children, usually what happens, you have glucose, right? Glucose converts to pyruvate, and when it happens, you have almost 4 molecules of ATP being released. Now, when pyruvate later forms CO2 plus H2O plus again ATP, at the end you have 38 ATPs being formed. 38 ATPs being formed. This is usual condition. This is usual condition when carbon dioxide is formed in the case of human cells. 38 ATPs are formed at the end. Now you are asked what is the maximum, when the maximum amount of ATP is being produced. Is it when ethanol is produced in yeast? When ethanol is produced in it is yeast, it does not take this much long route. The pyruvate is actually converted to ethanol plus CO2 plus energy. This is a smaller route and hence lesser amount of ATP is being produced. Lesser amount of ATP is produced. Lactic acid in muscle cells, there also this pyruvate does not convert into all this thing. Rather, it directly converts into lactic acid over here plus energy. This energy which is produced is still less. Now, carbon dioxide in yeast cell, you're talking about this only. Carbon dioxide in yeast cell, in that case also energy is less. The only way you need highest energy is when carbon dioxide is produced in human cells in normal respiration. So your answer for this question would be what? D. So those of you who said D, you guys are correct. Are you able to understand it? Is it okay? What say? Is it okay? Give me a thumbs up if it is okay. Otherwise, I'll explain you once more and then only we'll move ahead. Jessica, Rohit, so you guys retracted the message, which means that there is some doubts out there. If it's all cool, I'll go ahead. Otherwise, I'll explain. Do you want a re-explanation? Children, one very important thing I'll tell. If at all you need re-explanation, you should ask, because this is the best way. In school and all, you are so shy that, oh my God, what will others think and things like that. Here also, please don't have that shyness. Please ask me. I am your friend. Ask the doubt that you are having. I'll be more than happy to solve it up. Okay? So if it is cool, if you understood, give me a thumbs up. I'll move on to the next round. All good. Okay. Fine then, I'll go ahead with the next question that we have. This is a bonus question. Now, bonus question means it's like I have not tagged it 4, 5, 3, nothing like that. This is a question that you can attempt with the knowledge that you have gained so far. We have solved so many questions out there, and with that you can solve this also. Which of the following option indicates the products formed after breakdown of glucose in our muscle cells when there is lack of oxygen? So when there is lack of oxygen, glucose gets converted to what in our muscle cells? Tell me the answer for this question and I'll be so happy. Thank you, Devrana, for responding with this. Thank you, Jessica. Thank you, Rohit. Okay. Let's try this. Okay. So I have, okay. Alia says the answer is B. Jessica also says B. Rohit also says, Devrana also B. Okay, fine. Then let's log B. It is lactic acid plus energy. So whenever there is lack of oxygen in our muscle cells, my dear children, at that particular point of time, glucose converts into pyruvate as usual, but pyruvate converts into lactic acid plus energy. And because of this lactic acid accumulation in our body, we get what? Ouch, 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 ouch. That is what? Muscle cramps. Cool? Chalo. Let's go ahead with the next question. Well, this is sample question paper 2025-26 question, so you need to know the answer for this. Now, we are back again with the normal questions. So, fourth question is right there. During which of the following stages of circulation of blood in a normal human being, the oxygenated blood is pumped to all parts of the body? When is oxygenated blood pumped to all parts of the body? In which stage of circulation of blood? Any guesses? During contraction of left atrium, contraction of left ventricle, relaxation of right atrium, relaxation of right ventricle. What do you think is the answer for this question? Chalo, let's see. Who knows the answer? B? Alia says B and Jessica says B. Okay. Is it actually B? Contraction of left ventricle gives oxygenated blood to the whole body. Let's see. So Devrana is also saying B. Rohit is also saying B. Well, the answer is B. Let me see if it is B or not. So over here, my dear children, I have a quick little heart. This is the heart that we do not have. Okay, so this is right atrium, this is left atrium, this is left ventricle, and this is right ventricle. So what happens? From our lungs, we get oxygenated. When we breathe in, we get oxygenated blood, so oxygen, and this oxygen mixes with our blood and gets transported to which side, right or left? It is always left. How do you remember it? I'll tell you easy formula to remember it. Okay, so over here, left atrium is screaming la o la o. Here O stands for what? Oxygen. So bring in oxygen is what it is demanding. So oxygen comes in over here in the left atrium. From the atrium it goes to the ventricle, not from the ventricle to atrium. Always remember, A comes before V in alphabetical order. So A to V. From left ventricle, now the oxygenated blood goes to the rest of the body. So contraction of the left ventricle is when the blood, oxygenated blood, goes to the rest of the body. I hope now you will never get it wrong if you have ever got it wrong before. So contraction of left ventricle would be the answer for this question. Cool. So those of you who gave me the correct answer, you guys are doing super awesome. So let me read out the names of those children. Until then, try the fifth question. So Alia was the first person to say, tell the answer, and then Jessica, Devrana, and then Rohit. All of you full form. All of you in full form. So lenticels, my dear children, my dear Devrana. So basically what happens is that usual tender stems which is there, it has stomata and everything. But if at all you talk about big trees, in big trees you do not have stomata, rather on their wood you have spaces which are known as lenticels. They also have the same function, that is exchange of gases which is there to a minimum amount, and also if water is there it also gets lost. Okay, so respiration in general, exchange of gases in general. Cool. I hope Devrana you got the question, you got the answer for that. And Rohit says, ma'am, why there are so good competency based questions every time in the official sample paper released by CBSE, but in real question paper it's again most of the things theory based. Hopefully this time it won't be like that. Hopefully they would be, obviously since they are claiming they will give competency based question, you can expect more of it. Okay, chalo. So yes, so you guys had started giving me the answers. Alia was the first one to say it's D, and then Rohit says D, and then Devrana. Okay, so come on dear children, give me the answer for this question. Which of the following adaptation in herbivores, herbivores as in the ones who eat plants, example cow, okay, so helps in digestion of cellulose. Which of the following adaptations helps herbivores, helps in the digestion of cellulose? You know, plant which is there. So plant cell wall, if at all you take a cell of the plant, its cell wall is made up of a component which is known as cellulose. It is very thick, it is very difficult to digest. So basically there should be some time given for the body to digest it, right? So cows are the ones who basically feed on plant-based products more than us, and that too in a raw format. So obviously they need more time for the digestion of this big thing. And where do you think the final digestion of food happens in our body? Large intestine? No. Large intestine is the place where maximum reabsorption of water happens. The final breakdown of food happens in our small intestine. So what is the adaptation that will help herbivores to digest this thing? It will be what? Longer small intestine. Longer small intestine. So my dear children, should we have raw plant-based food? What do you think? Should we have you ever seen that we eat raw leaves out there? No, right? Usually we do not. Usually normal human beings do not eat that. Why? We generally say it should be semi-cooked or half-boiled or things like that, because in our body, if at all we strictly rely on this raw leaves, it will take too much time for our body to digest, because we do not have that particular adaptation. We have small intestine in comparison to the cows. Yes? So your answer for this question is D, and let's go ahead with the next question. Question number 7. Children, you are enjoying the class or not? If at all yes, then click on the like button, share it with your friends, ask your friends also to join this. So this is a growing channel. For those of you who do not know, it's a small channel which has been just born now. So we have a bigger channel with 1 lakh subscribers, that is Deeksha Karnataka. We thought we should be doing something for 10th graders as well, which is why we are here. And what do we need? We need all your support. So just like how a baby is born and how it is being nurtured, similarly those support should be there with this channel as well. So my dear children, share this channel details with your friends also. Let them also practice. Okay. So let's go ahead with the question. Generally food is broken and absorbed within the body of the organism. Usually the food that we take in is being broken down inside our body, right? In which of the following organism it is done outside the body? Okay, mushroom is what Alia is saying. Okay, Rohit said B. Rohit said the answer for this question is B, and yes, Alia also B. Come on dear children. Do not worry if at all you give wrong answers also. It's totally fine. This is how you learn. Okay, so mushroom is a saprophyte. Yes, mushroom is a saprophyte. So you have amoeba. What does amoeba do, my dear children? For example, this is a food. It takes in the food inside. So it breaks down food inside the body. So this is not an option. You need the food to be broken outside. Mushroom, on the other hand, my dear children, they are really chai inside. So what do? Basically, suppose this is the mushroom. Okay, mushroom is going to release some enzymes. It is going to release some enzymes. Suppose this is a food material out there. It releases the enzymes, breaks down the food into smaller particles. Okay, smaller particles, and then absorb whatever is important. So breaking down of the food happens outside, which is why you call it as saprophyte. So Rohit said it is a saprophyte. Alia said it was mushroom, which is the answer. They said the answer was mushroom because of the same reason. Paramecium, again, suppose there is a food here, it will take it inside and break it inside. Lice, on the other hand, my dear children, is parasite. It depends on living host. So the only answer for this question is B. Okay? Chalo. So this is how it looks. Mushroom is there, dead organism is there, release of the enzymes, breakdown of the food, and the uptake of nutrients. Cool? Chalo. Seventh question. Ayo. Now the chapter has been changed. Okay, now we are going to do the next chapter, which is what? Control and coordination. So who thinks this chapter is difficult? Is there anyone out there who thinks that this chapter is super difficult? I am never able to do this chapter. If at all yes, just put your hands up. And if at all you think it's super easy, let me know in the comment section. Aryant is over here. And there is a bye-bye talk going on. Okay, cool. So this chapter is control and coordination. And since no one is telling me it's difficult, I am assuming it's super easy for all of you and you are going to score full on full. So Jessica is over here saying the answer is D. Okay, back in form, let's see. The plant hormones whose concentration stimulates the cell to grow longer on the side of shoot, which is away from the light is. For those of you who didn't understand, listen to me, okay, over here. So usually what happens, there is a plant. This is the plant tip, suppose. Over here, there is a hormone, auxin. Suppose sun is here. Now, my dear children, sun went this side. Sun has now went this side. So this is the shaded side and this is the side where light is there. What happens? Auxin says that I don't want to be near the sun, so it moves this side. All of the auxin molecules which is there, it will be moving on the other side where there is shade. And now when they come over here, what do? Whenever the amount of auxin is way too much, the cell which was like this, they actually get elongated like this. Now you suppose, only one side, the cells are getting elongated, the other cells are small. So don't you think they will curve towards that side? Yes, and that is the actual thing. Alia says, okay. Okay, I'm coming back to it. So anyways, the plant hormone whose concentration stimulates the cells to grow longer on the side of the shoot, which is away from the light, is what? Your answer is correct. The answer is D. Yes. So now I'll be reading down the top. Okay, so Jessica, Rohit, Alia, all of you were correct. And Arihans is saying auxin. 3 questions came in my MCQ and all 3 answers were auxin. Oh my God. This is easy when we use table or mind map. Yeah, it is. Okay, so Topper says, ma'am, you're so cute, solve the problem easily. Thank you so much for that. And Alia is saying, are you from Kerala? Nice guess. Yes, I am from Kerala, but I was born and brought up in Madhya Pradesh. Okay, so this is auxin. Now the auxin moved away and it causes cell elongation, which is why the plant bends. Now, question number 8. Let's see who solves it. Auxin is the real goat. Yes, I do agree. So, which of the following is a correct combination of function and part of the brain? Now, this is the easiest question out there. Which of the following is a correct combination of function and the part of the brain? Posture and balance, cerebrum. Salivation, medulla in the midbrain. Hunger, pons in the hindbrain. And blood pressure, medulla in the hindbrain. After going through control and coordination, all our blood pressure goes high because we read so many new names of hormones, right? So I hope you all have your blood pressures being maintained and we are all on the right track and everyone knows the answer. Alia says the answer for this question is D. Rohit also says D. My dear children, I am following you blindly and I'll also say the answer is D. If at all you are saying it's D. Well, listen. Blood pressure is controlled by medulla in the hindbrain. Yes, medulla is super important part. It's over here. Okay, it forms a part of the brainstem Maxwell. It is there in your hindbrain and it controls all the involuntary functions, something that you cannot control. For example, vomiting, salivation, breathing, heartbeat rate, everything. So everything which is involuntary and which is super duper important is controlled by medulla, and medulla is a part of your hindbrain. It looks like this. So over here, suppose this is your hindbrain. This plus this is your hindbrain. This is pons, this is medulla, and this is cerebellum. Okay, so medulla is the part that controls all the involuntary function. Now, why are the other options wrong? You should know that as well, right? So, posture and balance, cerebrum. Posture and balance is not cerebrum, it is cerebellum. Okay, always remember cerebellum has two L and the L looks like straight, and that's for our posture. So posture and balance is cerebellum. Salivation is involuntary function, so it has to be done by medulla, but medulla is not part of the midbrain, it is a part of the hindbrain, and this is where children get things wrong. Now hunger, pons in the hindbrain. Always remember, hunger, thirst, sleepiness, everything is controlled by hypothalamus. H for hunger, H for hypothalamus, and hypothalamus is a part of your forebrain. So this is again wrong. Okay, so let's go ahead with the next one. I hope this question is okay. Question number 9. Chalo, let's do it. Children, come back over here. Let's do these questions. Okay. Aryan ma'am, why is a separate channel made for Vedantu officials? They also teach for, what's different? Like, why is the separate channel made? So here, there is a combination of Deeksha and Vedantu. It's not plain Vedantu, but Deeksha is offline center, which you find in Karnataka and also in Pondicherry. So they provide offline resources, and now they have a, what do you call, tie-up with Vedantu. So that is why it is Deeksha Vedantu channel. I hope that's great. Yeah? Okay. So my dear children, let's, in social there is no, divided by religion, united by what do you call, united by nation, right? Similarly, divided by channels but united by one thing, that is studies. So come here and sit and study. Let's not think about any channel, okay? So the blood glucose level in the patient was very high. It may be due to inadequate secretion of what? Inadequate secretion of what? So your answer for this, Alia is saying the answer is D, and Jessica is also saying D, Rohit is also saying D, and what's nine? Okay, so only 3 people are there who are actually telling me the answers, and you guys are actually correct because the answer is D. So glucose level is high in a patient. It may be due to what? So glucose, it is high means basically our pancreas are not secreting enough amount of insulin, because if insulin is there, you know what insulin does? Insulin kidnaps all the glucose and converts it into something else which is known as glycogen and stores it in our liver. Now in our blood, the level of glucose will be going down. So if at all glucose is not there, it's going to be a problem. Yes, D for Deeksha Vedantu. That's the thing, Arihant. Super nice. So your answer for this question is, over here I have written C, so it's not C, it's D, okay? It's D, that is insulin from pancreas. Cool? Let's go ahead. So question number 9 is also done. And now we go to question number 10. Chalo. My dear children, there was a cerebral dysfunction. Okay, come on, all my champions who are watching this video, listen, try to solve this question and let me see who get your answers first. Okay? So there was a cerebral dysfunction in a patient. Which of the following activities will get disturbed if this patient as a result of this? Come on. Alia says the answer for this question is C. If cerebral dysfunction is happening, that means in the cerebral region there is some problem. Cerebellar region. Answer is C. Alia says C, Jessica also says C, Rohit also says C, and Mahima also says C. And C for class 10th. Yes, Exactly. Alia says, yes, I am the first one. Yes, you are the first one. Well, the answer is correct. As I told you, cerebellar, cerebellum has 2 L and it's for posture. Salivation is done by medulla. Hunger, hypothalamus. Regulation of blood pressure, again medulla. So your only answer is C. Okay? Fine. Let's go ahead with the next question out there. So you have receptors are usually located in sense organs. Gustative receptors are present in where? Chalo, try this. Try this question. This has to be super fun question. And not all of you will be able to remember it also. I am pretty sure. Receptors are usually located in sense organs. Gustative receptors are present in tongue, nose, eye or ear. Okay, Rohit is the first one to say the answer is A. Is it A? Okay. Jessica also says it's A. Alia also says it's A. Well, do you think the answer is A? All of you? Since you are saying it's A, let's lock A. Yes, it is tongue. And I'll give you the best way to remember it as well. Mahima has also said it's A. Okay, so over here, always remember, tongue is there for taste, right? So I usually remember it when I was a kid, when I was in 10th grade, I used to remember it like this. Gustatory receptors. So it's for taste. Gustatory receptors, not tastatory actually, this is statory, but I remembered it like that. Gustatory receptors is on your tongue. Now nose, in nose what receptors are there? These questions are super important. Okay, these questions are super important, always remember. In nose what receptors do you have? Anyone out there? Wow, great Adihant. Okay, come back. Come back. In nose, what receptors are there? What do you call those receptors? Just like how you have gustatory receptors on the tongue, you have some receptors on the nose as well. Let me see who knows the answer for this question. Come on. So this is where everyone goes to Google and ask, or ChatGPT and ask, what is the name? Yes, Mahima is right there and she says it's olfactory receptors. Yes, it is olfactory receptors. Again, I'll tell you a way to remember it. This, when we put oil and all, we get a smell, right? So nose is there for smell and oil also has smell. So you can remember olfactory for oil and oil has a link with nose. So your answer for this question would be nose. Okay, if at all it was olfactory receptors. Yes, olfactory, yes, that is also fine. Now eye in that, eye to you know, eyes are there for photographic memory, so basically eye photoreceptors. Ear, phone, so basically ear has phonoreceptors. Okay, it has phonoreceptors. So those of you who asked me, are you covering concepts? So this is how we are covering concepts also. Yes, exactly Aryant. Kudos. Chalo, let's go ahead with the next question. Now we are going to go one more step ahead. We are going to deal with the chapter that is heredity. Now this is not for the regular people, it's only for the champions. And everyone is a champion according to me, only if you try. So, are we ready to begin the battle of heredity? Okay dear, bye Alia, take care. It was good to have you. Yes. Chalo. So if pea plant with round and green seeds are crossed with pea plants having wrinkled and yellow seeds. Okay, wrinkled and yellow seeds. The seeds developed by the plants of F1 generation will be what? So Alia, while going also, she gave me the answer. It's C is what she says. My dear children, you are crossing what? You are crossing round and green seeds, and it looks like this, capital R and small y, and you're crossing it with what? Wrinkled and yellow seeds. Wrinkled as in small r and yellow as in capital Y. What is the thing that you're gonna get? Answer de ke jaungi. Okay, so over here, what is the thing that you get in the F1 generation when you cross them? Any guesses? Well, you have in F1 generation only the dominant trait appears. Always remember, only the dominant traits would be appearing. So here you see capital R is given for round, so round is dominant. And here the capital letter is given for yellow, so yellow is dominant. So the answer for this question would be what? 100% of them are going to be round and yellow. So your answer would be what? C. Your answer is going to be C. Mohammed, hi dear. So basically it's going to be C, not B, because you are crossing round and green and wrinkled and yellow, and in F1 generation you get only the dominant traits. Here the dominant trait between round and wrinkled will be what? Round, because capital R represent that, right? And green and yellow, in that what is dominant? Yellow. So that is why round and yellow would be your answer for this question. Cool? So this is kind of tricky, but my dear children, with the flow you will get to understand it. Are we good to go? Can we go ahead with the next question? If yes, give me a thumbs up. If you have understood, give me a thumbs up. So here I can explain you in one more way. So basically, see, and if you listen to me carefully, you are going to understand half of the genetics here itself. You crossed capital R, small y, and small r, capital Y. This is what? Round, and this is green, and this is wrinkled, and this is yellow. Now, always remember, whenever you are doing genetics question, it is like this. So suppose there are 2 chromosomes, here also 2 chromosomes. On one chromosome you have capital R, on another one again capital R, here small y, here also small y. This is in the parents. Similarly, here small r, and here capital Y, and here also capital Y. Now when you are going to make gametes, okay, when they are going to make gametes, in the gametes from a pair of character only one is going to come. So from this and this only one is going to come. So suppose this chromosome came, capital R. Suppose it had come, it also would be capital R only. Now from here also only one can come. That anyway has to be small y. So this is going to be there in a gamete. In a gamete you get one chromosome of each category. Okay, understand that. Now similarly over here also, you have to, both of them are small r, so either this comes, either way small r that is coming. Similarly capital Y is gonna come. That means one chromosome containing small r and one chromosome containing capital Y. Now when these gametes are gonna fuse, what are you gonna get? Let me see. So when these gametes are gonna fuse, my dear children, you have got a chromosome carrying capital R and a chromosome carrying what? Small r. Similarly, you have got a chromosome carrying small y and a chromosome carrying what? Capital Y. Right? Now the one which is dominant will appear. So capital R is dominant over small r, which is why it appears to be round. Capital Y is dominant over small y, which is why it appears to be yellow. So it is round and yellow when you look. But what is the genetic nature, my dear children? What is the genetic nature? It will be capital R small r and capital Y small y. This is the genetic nature. Okay? Alia, so sweet of you. But my name is Jasmine. Okay? My name is Jasmine. Okay. So Deeksha is our channel's name, and it's okay. It's totally fine. It's totally fine. You can call me anything what you want. So this is the thing, and I hope you got the answer for the question that you were asking. So that will be round and yellow. Now we move ahead with the next question. Try to solve this first. Okay, try to solve question number 13 now. You're most welcome, Rohit and Alia. It's totally fine, dear. Okay, so in a cross between black-furred rabbit and white-furred rabbit, all offspring were found to have black fur. What can be inferred about the genetic makeup of the parent rabbit? Okay, what can be understood about the parent rabbit? So basically, I am doing a cross between black fur rabbit and white fur rabbit. Offsprings, when I saw, all of them were showing black fur itself. And as you can clearly see, black fur is denoted by capital B. That means it is a dominant trait. And probably this is black furred, one parent is black furred, another one is what do you call white furred, that means small b. And if the offsprings are showing like this, probably the offspring's genotype might be like this. B is dominating over that, which is why all of them are black in color. Now you are asked, Alia says the answer for this question is A. Mohammed also says A, and also Rohit says A. Let me see if it is A or not. Hello, okay, I have done so many, so I do not know how to pronounce it. So Jayvin Sharma, hi. Okay, so over here, what is the parents thing? So parent could be, suppose you have got like this, the parent has to be something like this. Then only they can give one capital B and one small b. Okay, so either the cross can be like this. If at all you are saying that all of them, all the offsprings were black fur, then it has to be like this. Because whatever cross you do, it will be capital B, small b. Now suppose some people might be thinking that, ma'am, so your answer is this, okay. So some people might be thinking that, ma'am, it can be like this also, no, capital B, small b, capital B, small b. First of all, in this case, the parent is not white furred, it will be black furred. We want one black fur and one white fur, so this is wrong. Okay, so your only answer for this question is A, and you guys are absolutely correct. Let's go ahead with the next question out there, which is question number 14. Okay, so I saw that Alia, Rohit and Mohammed as well as Jayvin Sharma, all of you gave the correct answer. So question number 14, we have tried to do that. Assertion says tallness of pea plant is controlled by an enzyme. Is it? Tallness of pea plant is controlled by an enzyme. And reason says the gene for that enzyme makes the proteins which help the plant to grow. So tallness of a plant is actually controlled by an enzyme, yes. So what is the function of this enzyme? Probably this enzyme will be helping in the conversion of A to B. And this B thing might be super important for the height of the plant. So yes, tallness of pea plant is controlled by the enzyme. This assertion is true. What about the reason? The gene for that enzyme makes proteins which help the plant grow. So this enzyme, where did it come from? Can it come from somewhere? Devil person says, Mera exam ho gaya. Okay. So there are others who still have exams, I'm supposing. So those of you who have exam, don't give up. Let's study. Okay. So the gene, obviously the enzyme does not come directly. There will be DNA. On the DNA, there are segments which codes for some things. So these segments are known as genes. So the gene for that enzyme makes the protein that help the plant grow. Yes, this gene is the one that will be coding for the protein. Now this protein can be an enzyme. Enzyme is what? Nothing but a protein itself. This protein can help in what? Increasing the height of the plant. So what would be your answer for this particular question? So both A and R are true, and R is the correct explanation of A. Both this and this is true, and this is the correct explanation of A. So your answer for this question would be A. So Alia, you were correct. Rohit also was correct, and also Jayvin Sharma is super correct. Jessica is back. Okay. So next question. Now this question again, you will know it if at all you have read the NCERT really well. And my dear children, those of you who have your friends in grade 10, please share it with your friends as well so that everyone can join. Let's make this channel super big. Yes? So in snails, individuals can begin life as male, and depending on environmental condition, they can become female as they grow. This is because, why? So do you know that in snails, basically suppose they were born males and then later on they can, they can become females. This is because of what? Male snails have dominant genetic makeup. Does not make sense. Female snails have dominant genetic makeup. Expressions of sex chromosomes can change in snails' lifetime. Do you think expressions of sex chromosomes, they change? Alia is saying the answer is D, and Rohit says the answer is C. Alia is again. Okay, fine. So sex is not genetically determined in snails. Yes, this is your answer. D is the answer. Sex is actually not genetically determined in the case of snails. It depends upon the population size and all the other environmental conditions, but not the sex the sex chromosomes. Okay. So please understand that. Similarly, there is one more organism. You know, turtle and all. Okay, turtle which is there. Do you think their sex is determined by the sex chromosomes? No, they show temperature dependent sex determination. So basically, suppose they are putting their egg somewhere around where there is sun and all, it will be converting into what do you call females. If it is in the shaded region, it will be converted into male. So Javen is asking, ma'am, tell me your name, and Alia, yes, this time Alia is correct. My name is Jasmine. So your answer for this question would be D. Okay, I hope it's clear. Now 16th question, again heredity questions, that is assertion. Generally, the number of chromosomes in a cell and in a germ cell is not same in this species. The number of chromosome in a normal cell and a germ cell means gametes. Okay, germ cell means gametes. It is not same in species. Is it true? Yes, it is true. For example, in our normal cells we have 46 number of chromosome, but in our gametes we just have half of it, 23. Now, reason is that when two germ cells combine, they restore the number of chromosomes in a species. That means, suppose this is an egg having half the number of chromosome, and now there is another sperm having another half the number of chromosome. Together they come, what do you get? 23 plus 23, 46. Aren't they restoring? Yes. So in that condition, can I say assertion and reason is true? And assertion and reason is true. And what? Reason is the correct explanation of assertion. So for understanding it better, A is the correct answer. ठीक है, little bit of Hindi, मैं बोलूँगी हिंदी भी, ठीक है, but majority will be English. Why? Because this channel is basically for everyone who do not follow regional language. But yes, I totally get your problem. Manika, थोड़ा हिंदी चलेगा, right? So थोड़ा हिंदी में पढ़ाएंगे, पर मैक्सिमम इंग्लिश रहेगा क्योंकि सारे बच्चों को समझना रहेगा. ठीक है, चलो. So those of you who gave me the answer as A, you guys are correct. So I see Jessica and Rohit are the people who gave me the answers as A. And yeah, so let's go ahead with the next question, question number 17. So now we have a change in the chapter. So the chapter is our environment. Let's see the next question out there. The percentage of solar energy which is not converted into food energy by the leaves of green plants in terrestrial ecosystem is about. The percentage of solar energy which is not converted to food energy. What do you think is the answer for this question? क्या होगा इसका आंसर? B. Okay. Manika says A. Okay. So, my dear children, percentage of solar energy which is not converted into food. Remember, the sun's energy, you get only 1 to 2% or 1 to 3% of sun's solar energy, whole energy. Rest is not there given to the plants. So, it will be just 1% which is utilized. You are asked which is percentage of solar energy which is not converted into food. So only 1 is being used. That means 99% is not. So in that case, your answer would be what? D. Javen, yes. Yes, dear, tell me. Hi, Savita. Hi, Tanya. So, Muthu Kumari, I do not know how to pronounce that name, but yes. So your answer for this question, yes, please ask me the doubt, Javen. I am over here. I can sort your doubt. Answer for this question would be D. You are asked the percentage of solar energy which is not converted into food energy. So by the leaves of the green plant. So green plant is what? The first organism to receive the solar energy. And always remember, out of sun's huge energy, just a second. Yes, out of sun's huge energy, only 1 to 2% of energy is actually for the plants, is actually got by the plants. Now the plants Rest of the energy is waste. If at all I am saying 1%, then 99% of the energy is not used by the plant, right? Now, if at all you are being asked, what percent of energy does plant transfer to the next trophic level? That is 10%. That is 10%. The question is different. Okay, so over here, I hope, hi gaming world. So over here, the answer for this question is D. Is this understood? If yes, give me a thumbs up. Those of you who understood this question, give me a thumbs up, and these type of question might show up. Always remember that. Use your big brain and you will be able to solve it. Chalo. So those of you who got it, give me a thumbs up and I'll move it. Toppers, ma'am, you're so beautiful. Good. Thank you so much, dear. And yes, Tanya says next. Okay, let's go ahead then. Jevan, my dear, I hope you have your doubts being sorted. Okay. Let's go ahead with the next question. Question number 18th. Rohit, it's totally fine. Jevan, it's not 1%, it's 99%. Please go through the explanation. If at all you need one more explanation, I can do it. So question number 18th, now my dear children, is that assertion, the amount of ozone in the atmosphere began to drop sharply in 1980s. The amount of ozone which was there in the stratosphere or in the atmosphere generally, it began to drop in 1980s. Is it correct? Is it correct? Yes, ma'am, assertion is correct. So Rohit and all have started giving me the answer. I'll read out the answers. Okay, just a second. Now reason, the oxygen atoms combined with molecular oxygen to form ozone. The oxygen atom which is there, this is an atom. It combines with molecular oxygen, that means O2, to give ozone, that is O3. This statement is also true. Now, does this statement has anything to do with the statement 1? No. So in that case, both assertion and reason are true, but reason is not the correct explanation of assertion. This would be the thing. So let me see who all has got the correct answer. So starting with Rohit, then Devrana, then Tanya, then Jessica, all of you, and Muthu Kumari also. Kudos to you. Fire, 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 fire. You guys are doing absolutely great and I'm super, super, super proud of you. Okay? Now question number 19th, let's solve this also then. Which are the correct statements related to ozone? So which are the correct statements related to ozone? You have to be really careful here. Let me see who gets this answer correct. Okay? And also, my dear children who have not subscribed to the channel yet and who is watching this video and who feels that yes, the explanation is good enough, probably this is a new channel, I should be subscribing it to it, then don't think twice, subscribe to the channel right away. So which are the correct statement related to ozone? Ozone layer helps in increasing the UV radiation reaching the earth. Ozone is a deadly poison and ozone layer shields the earth from UV radiation. Ozone layer prevents UV rays which causes skin cancer. What is your answer for this question? You have A, B, C and D options. So Tanya says the answer is B, Jessica says the answer is C, Devrana says it's B, okay, Rohit also says it's B. Okay, guys, don't spam. Let's see if it's B or not. So B has maximum votes, so I have to go for B first. B says true statement is correct. Ozone is a deadly poison, is it? Yes. Even though ozone is basically there to protect us from UV radiation, but ozone at ground level, okay, not in stratosphere, but in ground level, it acts as a deadly poison. We'll get respiratory issues, we'll get cancer if ozone is there on this ground level. So yes, it is a deadly poison. This is a correct statement. Now statement number 3, ozone layer shields the earth from UV radiation. Yes, when it is there in the stratosphere, it saves us from the UV radiation. That is also correct because it absorbs it. Now, ozone layer prevents UV rays which causes skin cancer. Yes, it prevents UV rays and these UV rays are the one which causes skin cancer. This is also correct. Now, ozone is formed with the help of chlorofluorocarbons. That is wrong. It is destroyed because of chlorofluorocarbons. Now, ozone layer helps in increasing the UV radiation reaching the earth. That is also wrong. So, you guys are correct. Whoever said the answer is B. You are rocking. Jessica, typing skills due to cold. I totally get it. In Bangalore over here, as of now, we are in Bangalore and it's not too cold. It's still fine, but I totally get it. So, no ma'am, B. Yes. So, all of you who said the answer was B, you guys are absolutely correct. So, yes. Next question, question number 20. Chalo, do this. Assertion says vulture will always have the least amount of pesticides in a food chain. Vulture will always have the least amount of pesticides in a food chain. Reason says vulture occupies the last trophic level and it gets only 10% of energy of the previous trophic level. Ma'am, in northern area, I totally get it. So half of my life I was in Madhya Pradesh, in Indore, and it was super cold out there, and that is central India, but I can totally relate to the north part of India as well. It might be super cold. Okay, so Devrana says, Rohit says it's D, and Devrana also says it's D. Tumku Kumari says it's A. Okay. Sorry, Muttu Kumari says it's A. Tanya says it's D. Jevin is back here saying it's D. Okay, let's see if it is D or not. So vulture will always have the least amount of pesticides in a food chain. Wrong. Vulture, my dear children, is a last. It comes last. For example, suppose I have a plant over here and this plant is eaten by rabbit, and this rabbit is eaten by snake, and the snake is eaten by a vulture. So this is the last trophic level. Now suppose the plant, okay, plant has 1 mg of some pesticides being put. Rabbit is not going to eat just one plant but multiple plants. 1 mg plus 1 mg plus 1 mg. It will have almost 3 mg over here, suppose. Okay, why it is 3 mg? Because these pesticides are not broken down inside the body. They are not able to break this down. These are non-biodegradable stuffs. So basically, whichever organism has it, passes it as such to the next organism. And the other organism which have it obviously will be having it in more quantity because they are not relying on one rabbit but multiple rabbits, right? So similarly, snake also. Here the vulture is the one which is at the highest trophic level, so it will be having more of the food, the pesticides out there, because it is having more food. More food is equals to more pesticides. So this is known as biomagnification. The highest trophic level will have the answer one. So over here, vulture will always have the least amount of pesticides in the food chain will be wrong. Vulture occupies the last trophic level and it gets only 10% of energy of the previous trophic level. Yes, that is true. Everyone gets only 10% of what was there in the previous. So this is true. So in that case, what is your answer for this particular question? It will be D. So all of you who said A is false and R is true, you guys are super correct. Huh. Okay. Guys, so Rohit was correct, Devrana was correct, and Jessica was correct, Tanya was also correct, Jevin was also correct. Now going ahead with the next question, question number 21, and I hope you guys have not seen the answer. So, assertion says, biodegradable substance result in the formation of compost and natural replenishment. Savitanya says the answer is C for this question. A is true but R is false. Let's see. Let's see if it is like that. Biodegradable substances results in the formation of compost and natural replenishment. Yes, they do. It is due to breakdown of complex inorganic substances into simple organic substances. Is it true? Okay, so Rohit says the answer is A. Jessica says the answer is A. My dear children, we are missing out on a big information out there. Here it is written, biodegradable substance, they undergo breakdown, and here what breakdown is happening? Complex inorganic substances are converting into simple organic substances. Wrong. Complex organic substances breaks down into simple inorganic things. So here it is given ulta, which is why the statement would be false, which is why the answer would be C. So Tanya was the only person who gave me the correct answer, but it's totally fine. We learn from the mistakes. So next time you solve some questions like this is the exact reason why I put this question, because I knew you will make mistake over here. Okay? Is it all cool now? I hope you got it. Okay, so A is true but R is false because of the same reason. Tanya ma'am, give your blessing because tomorrow artificial intelligence exam. All my blessings to all the children who are watching this video, especially Tanya because you asked me. Anyways, all of you, you are gonna do great in your examination, so don't worry at all. Okay? And all the best. Jessica, confusion is there. Here, do you have confusion? Still? Here it is written, it is due to breakdown of complex inorganic. Listen, inorganic substances means what? For example, CO2, H2O. These are the inorganic substances. They come together, and that's when how we get complex organic substances. Organic means glucose, which has multiple carbons, which has hydrogens on it. These are organic. Organic things are complex. Inorganic things are not complex. Okay? So in that condition, your answer would be this. I hope you got it. Hi Shubham. Okay, so 22nd question is from how do organisms reproduce? And I think you are giving me the answer for this, right? See, so let's see. The correct or true statement for bisexual flower is, bisexual flower means a flower which has both the sexes, male part and the female part. So they possess both the stamen and the pistil. Yes, ma'am, because stamen is the male part and pistil is the female part. So only 3 are watching. It's okay. Let those 3 watch and score really, really good, and the others probably might have some examination. It's okay. Chill muddy. Okay. So they possess either the stamen or pistil. That is wrong. Bisexual flowers will have both of them. Okay. Now next thing, they exhibit either self-pollination or cross-pollination. Yes. So self-pollination can happen because anyway, this is the flower. They have the pistil, they have the stamen as well. From here to here pollination can happen, or from here to some other plant also pollination can happen. So that's not a problem. They cannot produce fruits on their own. That will be wrong statement. They can. This pollen lands on the stigma, pollination happens, later fertilization happens, the fruit formation can also happen. So this is wrong. So only statements which are correct is what? 1 and 3. 1 and 3 I have C as the option. Hi Samrat. Hi Samrat and hi Shubham, everyone, new people are coming up. I hope my dear children are doing super great. So C was said by Jessica, Rohit, Devrana and also Tanya. So good, kudos to you guys. And now my dear children, oh my god, did I actually show you the answer? Okay, anyways. So this question is not for you to solve because I already gave the answer, but still we can solve this, right? So assertion says probability of survival of an organism produced through sexual reproduction is more than that of an organism produced through asexual mode. Why? Because variation provide advantage to individuals for survival. So in sexual reproduction, one organism with totally different genetic material with another organism having a huge difference, both of them are coming together, mating and producing a progeny. Now this progeny will obviously have what? Will obviously have new variations up there. Now in asexual mode of reproduction, only one parent is involved. So whatever variations are there, it just passes on, right? So there is no new variations out there, which is why probability of survival goes less. Okay, variations are going to go less. So here both A and R are true, and R is the correct explanation of A. Tanya, where there are few people, studies are better and of high quality. Yes, absolutely correct. Okay, so your answer for this question is A. And my dear children, we have successfully completed all the different MCQs. Now I have taken this from the sample question papers of the past 3 years and also the previous year question paper. Ma'am, आप मेरा reply नहीं कर रहे, but don't worry. What? Okay. Jevin, don't be sad, dear. I reply to you most of the times. Okay. So my dear children, did you enjoy the class? Is it all good? Do you think it was good? If at all, yes, do not forget to hit the subscribe button. And tomorrow you would be having a different live, and then we will be bringing up something for you pre-boards. Before you go away, can you let me know when are your next pre-boards coming in? Jevin, dear, tell me. So he's just writing and then deleting. Anyone out there? Rohit, Jessica, Devrana, Samrat Singh, Tanya, Shubham. Can you guys tell me when is your next pre-boards coming in so that we have an idea and we plan something for you guys which is going to be super helpful for you? So if at all you tell, we will plan accordingly, or else probably we'll follow what is happening here in this region. 8th of December is when, okay, thank you so much, Rohit. Thank you so much for replying to me. That means a lot. Okay. 5th of December. So I think that all of you have it through December month. So yes, I will be planning something related to that only. And Jevin, thank you so much, dear. And Tanya is asking next class. So next class is there tomorrow, not by me. Did you like the biology class? Do you want more biology live sessions? Do let me know. And date not fixed, Jessica, it's totally fine. You can let us know in the comment section. So whenever you have your dates being published, please let us know in the comment sections of normal videos as well. It will be really good. We can help you really well then. Okay? 15th of December and 19th of December. Thank you, Jevin, and thank you, Devrana. Okay, dear. So thank you so much for being there, a part of this live. I loved explaining the answers to you guys. I hope you also understood things better. Okay, so 27th November, that's pretty close. Okay, so that's pretty close. That is tomorrow, right? Day after tomorrow, yes. Okay, so my dear children, wishing you all the best, and we will be coming up with something super great for all of you who are going to go ahead with what do you call pre-boards. Samrat, yes ma'am, we want biology classes. I'll be there for you. Yes, okay, chalo then, फिर we'll meet, मिलते हैं. Okay, then until the next class, see you really soon, and do not forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel right away and share it with your friends. So next time when you come, make it 50, okay? Make it 50. Chalo then. Bye-bye. Take care. See you soon. Bye-bye. And thank you.